Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make magnesium oil at home for a fraction of the price and enjoy the benefits of extra magnesium straight through the skin. It has literally changed my life. It's the best thing I've ever discovered for my health, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it just as much as I do. So in this video I'm going to show you, of course, how to make it at home and how to use it on your body in all of the different ways. I'm also going to share with you why magnesium is so important for your body, and also why magnesium oil is so much more superior than simple magnesium supplements, and also the symptoms of magnesium deficiency. So I guess let's get started. First of all, it's so important for energy production. It's part of over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, and it's also responsible for the production of ATP, which is kind of like a energy power plant in your body. So if you don't have enough magnesium, you're going to be tired. It's also really important for cardiovascular health. Magnesium is also really important for proper muscle function, so it helps you recover after exercising. It helps your muscles be stronger during exercising, and is preventing all those horrible tics and muscle cramps and things like that. Magnesium also counterbalances calcium in the body, so they're kind of like best friends. They work together. So magnesium relaxes the cells and calcium kind of flexes the cells. Magnesium also dissolves calcium. If there's not enough magnesium in the blood and also the tissues, then the calcium simply won't be dissolved, and then you're going to end up being calcium deficient, which is exactly what happened to me. Or you might have inappropriate calcifications all over your body, your soft tissues and joints and thyroid and arteries and things like that. Another incredible thing that so many people don't know, and I didn't know it either, and literally changed my life, is that vitamin D deficiency is nothing else than just magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is important for vitamin D absorption. So no matter how many vitamin D supplements you take, no matter how much time you spend in the sun, if you don't have enough magnesium, your vitamin D levels will never become normal. So that was literally life-changing for me. As soon as I raised my magnesium levels, my vitamin D shot up and stayed normal naturally. Magnesium is actually needed to convert vitamin D into a usable form for the body. Another deficiency that is very linked to magnesium is potassium. If you don't have enough magnesium, then you're going to also be deficient in potassium. Potassium is important also for energy, but mostly for the function of your heart. So you might start having things like palpitations and high blood pressure because you're lacking potassium, but it's really just about magnesium. A lot of women suffer from period cramps, and I get them from time to time as well. And nowadays it seems like it's normal to get period cramps, but it's really not normal. It's just because 70% of people in the world, at least is considered to be that number, have not enough magnesium in the body. And when a woman doesn't have enough magnesium, she gets stomach cramps. So if you have really painful stomach cramps, try to take some extra magnesium on the days when you're having a period and throughout the month as well, and you notice a huge difference. If you have any kind of tooth decay or problems with your enamel, and you might think that you're getting enough vitamin D and calcium but you still have problems, it might be because you are magnesium deficient, because without magnesium, as I already explained, calcium can't really be absorbed and it can't really be deposited in the right places. So without magnesium, the enamel is not going to be hard enough. Magnesium is just as important as calcium for healthy teeth. This might be totally unexpected for you, but magnesium actually stops hair loss. I used to have hair loss all my life, literally since I was a child. And as I started using magnesium oil, my hair loss just stopped. Here you go, that's a great reason to start using magnesium oil. Magnesium oil, or magnesium in general, also balances blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, then definitely look into extra magnesium, and it might change your life. And the last reason why magnesium is so important is very, very close to my heart, and that's lifting depression and just lifting your mood in general. Because I suffered from really bad mood swings and low moods and fatigue and depression for a few years, and I've been looking for solutions for that for such a long time, but magnesium has made the biggest difference to me. So if you're suffering from low mood or depression, you are you are magnesium deficient, and you need to start taking it. So as you can see from all of these reasons why magnesium is so important, if you are low in magnesium, you're going to have pretty crazy symptoms. So things like tooth decay and recessed gums, or or any kind of gum diseases, things like fatigue, low moods, irritability, depression, even acne can be a sign of magnesium deficiency. Stomach cramps, period cramps, bad digestion, weak bones, weak nails, muscle cramps, muscle tics, especially in the eyelids. I used to get that a lot. Low vitamin D that doesn't really react to any kind of supplementation, muscle pain, really impossible to recover after exercising, weak muscles, restless leg syndrome at night, and also I think it's something called Charlie horse syndrome, and I used to have that a lot. It's when you're about to fall asleep and suddenly your whole body kind of jerks, well mostly the legs that just jerk, and you jump and you wake up your partner, and it's really not fun. So all of that goes away once you start getting enough magnesium. So I used to take magnesium supplement for years, but I never saw these life-changing, amazing differences. Yes, it did make a difference, but nothing like magnesium oil. And that's because I have digestion difficulties, like a lot of us do. I have low stomach acid, I suspect I have H. pylori, and all of these things actually prevent the body from absorbing a lot of minerals, including magnesium. So if you're having any kind of digestive problems, then topical application of magnesium is the best thing that you can do. Another thing I love about magnesium oil is that it takes so much less time to replenish your cells compared to using supplements. So I read something like it takes 6 months to replenish all of your cells using supplements and just 6 weeks using the oil. It's also great because you can target the body parts that need some extra help. So for example, if you have exercised and you're expecting to have muscle pain, then you can just apply it to the muscles that you've exercised. And the final reason why I love it so much more than supplements is that with supplements, a lot of people, especially those with a more sensitive digestive tract, you can get runny stools and upset tummy, because that's how the body gets rid of excess magnesium. But you don't have that issue with magnesium oil, because through the skin the body only takes what it needs, so there's no risk for any kind of overdosing. Making magnesium oil literally takes just 1 minute. It's so easy. All you need is just something called magnesium chloride flakes, and it really doesn't cost much. Over here in Spain, for just under £1, I paid €9, which is really not much. And I think on Amazon you can get even better prices. There are lots of great brands. And you also need a spray bottle so you can spray it on your body. So this spray bottle is as big as 1 cup. So for this I would just use half a cup of magnesium chloride and half a cup of hot water, and then I would just mix it a while until it totally dissolves in a cup, and then I would leave it there to cool down, because I don't want to put hot water into a plastic bottle. I don't want to dissolve any of the plastic. If you have a glass bottle, that's even better. I don't, so I just use a plastic one. And then once it's cooled down, you just need to put it into the bottle and it's ready to be used. I mostly just use it as a kind of lotion on my skin. You can use it 2 ways. You can apply it on your skin, leave it there for 30 minutes, and then after those 30 minutes, enough magnesium has been absorbed and the rest can be just washed off so you can take a shower. And that's my preferred method of applying it, because if I apply it on my skin and leave it for the whole day or the whole night, often my skin gets too dry and irritated and I can get rashes. So I prefer to wash it off after 30 minutes, but it's really up to you. If you have a very thick skin that's not very sensitive, you can just apply it on your skin in the morning and leave it throughout the whole day, or apply it just before bed. The only problem is that it leaves your skin slightly sticky and kind of oily, even though it's not really oil. It's kind of like seawater. It leaves this kind of residue on the skin that can bother some people more than others. So if you go to bed, your bed sheets will be slightly kind of sticky. So if that bothers you, then you might want to wash it off like me. But if it doesn't bother you, you can totally do it. So you might think that you don't have half an hour to wait with this thing on, but really it doesn't really interfere in my normal morning routine. I just go straight into the bathroom as soon as I wake up and I apply it on my body, and then I just go and make my breakfast and have my tea and prepare for the day. for around half an hour, and then I just wash myself. And it really doesn't make such a big difference to my morning routine. So I don't really apply it anywhere else apart from my lower body, because my upper body is much more sensitive and it can get rashes from it, because it's kind of like seawater. It can be drying if you use it every single day. So I just apply it to my legs, to my lower arms, so from my elbow to my wrist, and also to my belly and my lower back. I usually just spray some into my palm and then I massage it into the body, because I find that it's kind of cleaner and easier to use. Because if I just spray it straight on the skin, then it will go all over the place and it's a bit messy and I lose a bit too much of it, so it doesn't work like that for me. So I just spray it in the palm and then massage it in. The normal dose per person for a day is 20 to 30 sprays, and that's around 1 tablespoon of the oil. I generally use around 20 sprays because that's as much as I can pack onto my lower body. If I sprayed any more than that, it would just drip off and it wouldn't work. So I use around 20, but I really don't count. I just apply as much as I can. Another great use for the magnesium oil is adding some into your shampoo. So as you pour the shampoo onto your palm, you can just spray some magnesium oil on it and leave it on your scalp for a couple of minutes. And it's going to treat your scalp. It's going to stop hair loss and the dandruffs will disappear, and it's just so good for your hair. Another way to use it is as a face mask. I actually love it because it leaves my skin very, very soft, hydrated and smooth, but it's important not to overdo it because it can be drying. So maybe once a week or so I apply it on my skin, on the face, in the same way as I would apply it on the rest of the body, and then I leave it on for 30 minutes and then I just wash it off. It's great if you have a headache. You can just spray some on your palms and then massage it into your temples, and it's going to relieve that tension headache. And finally, I also love using it as a kind of soothing rub after exercising. I used to get incredible pain in my muscles for around 2 weeks after any kind of exercise, even the lightest one. So I lost any kind of wish to exercise. But with the magnesium oil, I can hike for hours and I just spray it on when I come back and I don't get hardly any pain, which is amazing for me. So if you are a fan of exercising, definitely try it out. It's going to change your recovery. So that's all I know about magnesium oil. I hope that you're going to enjoy it as much as I do. I hope that you're going to go and order some magnesium chloride flakes for yourself right now, and you're going to make your own very soon. If you do try it, please let me know how it goes, because I'm sure it's going to change your life and I would love to know. I'd love to hear your success story. So please come back and leave me a comment. If you tried magnesium oil already, please let me know what you think. But obviously, most people would have probably tried the one from Amazon, but it's so expensive compared to the homemade one. So don't hesitate to make it yourself. It's just as good and it costs a fraction of the price. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with my skincare routine. I'll see you soon. Bye.